in the movie. That I'm sold. I'm
Yeah.
there.
Cinemas Bundoran, now serving pizza, hot dogs, ice cream, and more to your seat. Find out more at
Well, folks, it's your final destination on a Thursday. Yes, we're joining our man at the movies, Colin McFadden, who's looking bright and tanned in a Bundoran today.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Colin.
Good afternoon, and what a beautiful afternoon it is. Hopefully, not their final destination, both like the movie, but also hopefully I'll inspire them to go to the cinema at some stage. Maybe not right now with the weather, but actually, Shamey, you just reminded me of something. And just before I start, about 24 years ago, my sister told me she was going to Bundoran and I should come up with her. And I came up fully intended to only move for a couple of months, help Neve start off, and that was it. And one of the reasons I'm still here was a wonderful woman who was working in the Adventure Centre at the time called Josie Joyce and her family, who treated me with such kindness. She also thought I was useless at my job, and she was right. Which is one of the reasons she took pity on me, but treated me with such kindness. And Josie passed away. She's mentioned there in your obituaries before the program. And I just
Yeah.
wanted to take this moment to just pay a little tribute to her, because you never know the effect you have on people's life. And she really had a huge effect on mine. Probably hasn't thought of me in years, but she had a huge effect on mine. So
We
just,
have a lot to thank her for,
yeah, well,
and a lot
or
not to
perhaps
thank her
blame her.
for.
I never thought of that. Anyway, yes.
Oh
So
yeah, movies.
we're
What
back
we
to
got?
movies, and it's a funny old week. I was saying to you off air, right? So the big movie that I've seen that we're talking about, previewed last week. The other two that I'm most excited about don't start till Monday and Wednesday. But we've another brilliant movie in today that starts tomorrow that I only saw 10 minutes of, and I had to drag myself away to come on air with you. Always a pleasure, Shamey, don't get me wrong. But you versus David Attenborough, it was a tight squeeze. But will
Oh
we
yeah.
start with the big silly one
Yes.
that you're going to say, oh, Collie, there is no way in the world I will want to watch this? Will we do
Is
that
there?
one? Yeah.
Drinks all around.
I always knew this day would come. I held him off for years. But he won't stop till he finishes the job. Death is coming for our family.
I said, oh, 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 oh.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, but that really doesn't give it away because it's a very visual clip
Yeah.
we put on there, and there's a lot happening. Now, in case before you get into it,
Yeah.
I have seen a couple of these.
Way.
Yes, I have. When I looked at it, I've seen one or two of these,
Yeah.
and they are, they are interesting.
Yeah.
I know it's not it's horror, but it's not horror. If you know what I
No,
mean.
it's kind of cartoony horror, even though it's quite graphic. But
Yeah.
it's one of those. It's so graphic, like people kind of explode and stuff like that. That
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
over the top. There's nothing real about it at all. And so the idea is for all the Final Destination movies that if you have a premonition or for some reason you escape death, death will come looking for you eventually, right? And in this one, they go back and it's the woman's grandmother cheated death, and so death is going, all the grandchildren, etc., were never supposed to be there. It's time to come. And one of the great things about it is it's just a good idea, full stop, that you can't cheat death. Death's not even the bad guy. It's just that is the way we all have a time. And if you miss your time, well, somebody has to pay for it. But the great thing about it is, as you said with those visual clues, we know it's something mad is going to happen. And like nobody just gets a heart attack or anything like that. It's always like a bottle falls, hits a machine, the machine starts moving, hits something else, and it's bizarre. But the movie knows you're just watching, waiting to see how the next person's going to go. And it keeps on teasing you. By something will happen, you go, oh, that's going to get them. That's going to
Yeah.
get them. And then it doesn't. But then they get you in the next one. It is. It was the first one I'd actually seen last night. I went to watch it, and I thought it would be too much for me because I don't really do those big horror franchises. But I really enjoy this. Now, don't get me wrong. There was lots of, oh, Jesus, oh, no, don't look at that. But it was all done fun, with a sense of fun, a sense of tongue in cheek. And it reminded me, I've mentioned this before. When I went to an all boys school. So when we were 10 and 11, we had to write an essay on a desert island or something. It would always be about your friends, and they would always be killed off in ridiculous ways of being eaten by dinosaurs and stuff like that. And this isn't far off that. And you can imagine them sitting around, probably having a few beers, thinking, okay, what's the silliest death we can think of this time around? Lawnmower? Hedge clippers? What we do? So, look, it's really not for everyone, but those people who enjoy like chomping popcorn and having a good laugh at sort of something over the top. They're going to really enjoy this. I think this is going to do really well. And from what I know, you've seen some of the others, but they actually took a break, which I think is a clever thing. They realized maybe people are a bit overexposed and expecting it. They took a couple of years, they've gone back and made it the people's grandmother, and this is why all the movies have happened. Okay. And it's really good fun. I think people will enjoy it. It
has good pedigree. It goes back to the X-Files and all that.
Yeah,
the same
everyone
people
likes it. Everyone likes something quirky and creepy, and it's pure cinema, silly, fun popcorn cinema. It's great.
Okay,
but it will make you paranoid about on the drive home. Oh.
I will be. Final Destination now open.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Oceans with David Attenborough.
So
Tell me more.
Yeah, happy birthday, David Attenborough. He's 99, and to celebrate that, he's made a new film. And look, David Attenborough, you're sold, right? Yeah. But when you think about it, the best cinematography filming we've ever seen, most of it is the David Attenborough documentaries over the years, right? And we all have great tellies and stuff now. Now imagine that on the big screen.
Wow.
Sold.
Yes.
This is stunning. As I said, I didn't get to watch all of it. I'll be remedying that tonight. Just to see the depths of the oceans on that massive screen with his, fantastic voiceover, and like he is preaching to us and telling us, look what you have. And here in the Northwest, we should know that better than most. Look what we have. We have to look after. We were talking about this with the cigarette surfboard only a couple of weeks ago. It is stunning. And I think, Seamie, he might be the most admired man in the world, right? Surely even the nuts, I think, David Attenborough's all right, isn't he? He's one of the only people. And when he says something, it matters. And he, he's in his last years, being 99, and all he wants to do is, it's not going to affect him, but he's worried about the rest of us, but also wants to show us, not by making us frightened, but by showing us the joy and the wonder that's out there and saying, why wouldn't we want to keep that? And as I said, I've seen 10 minutes and I'm an absolute advocate for this. Is absolutely brilliant. It's only going to be there for a couple of days to celebrate his birthday. See it on the big screen. Everyone loves those documentaries, don't they? See it on the big screen, and of course the profits will go to a good cause as well from the movie. So it's amazing.
All right, okay. Check out times for that. Now Mission Impossible, we're going to talk. It's not open until next week.
So it's the last one, they say.
It is. Is it the last one? It is the last one.
We would see. But Tom, whatever about David Attenborough, Tom's getting up there as well. Tom's well up to 60. But you wouldn't think it from the action. Even last night, he was launching it from the top of the O2 building in London. I don't know if you saw it at the theatre. He's standing on the top. And his thing is cinema. He as he says himself, he sees this film every day. He thinks it has to be spectacular on the big screen. Gotta see it. I can't wait to see this. It previews on Monday with a subtitle version, then from Tuesday. So we'll review it next week. It looks spectacular already. It's 5 stars in The Guardian already. This looks amazing. This is going to be one of absolutely pure cinema stunts. That's what you want, right?
We'll have the full lowdown on that. Now, this has caught my eye. It's not opening next week too. Is Lilo and Stitch, and it is the the animated version we all know.
Yeah,
but this is a brand new version.
This is a brand new version, and with some of the Disney remakes, the live action ones, we've kind of gone, is there any point to it? Like The Lion King and all that. This one, you go, yeah, it makes sense. The animated alien set in the real world. This is cute. It's cute. I don't think the original cartoon was that massive a hit, but then it was on video, DVD, and Disney Plus now. It is huge. I think it's bigger than Moana, and Moana 2 people were so excited about. I think every little girl and lots of little boys cannot wait to see it. Look, it's everyone's dream of a crazy pet that, gets into trouble and all that, brings you into adventures. It's going to be mega this summer, and it looks fantastic already. I'm really excited to see it. And that's opening on Wednesday. It's really next weekend, though. It's going to be the bank holiday weekend. It's going to be huge.
I just wanted to put in, folks.
We'll review both those movies next week.
They have music from Elvis.
Yeah,
the Elvis in the movie. That I'm sold. I'm there. I'm there. I'm honored to be there.
Uh-huh.
Right, missed it Monday. You're bringing back
Very
the
quickly,
amateur.
the amateur, because I know this one I think I got wrong, because I think Francie was on when I reviewed it. I went, it's fine. You know, I've read a lot of thrillers. I thought it was only fine. But people really loved it, much more
Yeah.
than I did. And the one I really liked, Black Bag, they didn't like so much. So people have loved this. If you like Jason Bourne, that sort of thing, you're going to really enjoy this. Rami Malek. It's on Monday, only for a £5. Can't go wrong.
Absolutely. Look, and enjoy the rest of the sunshine. And, well, we'll get them back in the cinema by next Thursday when we talk to you here, back here.
See you then.